Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL AYUNI binti Muhammad Nasir. My matric number is 264446. Okay, I will proceed with my part, which is geographical location. Generally, geographical location is a certain location on Earth. So, my team selected Germany as the location for our international banking operations that has been assigned by the CEO to develop an international banking business in one market. As we know, Germany is a Central Europe's largest nation. So, why we choose Germany? I have highlighted 2 points which are high population and natural disaster. Firstly, due to the strong economic strength, Germany has a high population. According to Worldometer's elaboration of the most recent United Nations data, the total population in Germany is 84,022,248 people. Next is natural disaster. Natural disaster is a significant adverse occurrence caused by natural earth force such as floods, tsunamis. As a global temperatures increase, countries as Germany, which are typically free from natural disasters that afflict the rest of the planet, are becoming more vulnerable. Therefore, Germany is a suitable country for us to grow our business there. In a conclusion, Germany is a strategic place for us, and it will give us more benefits, and we can get new experience when we run the business there, as well as it can increase the profit in our business. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is HAIQAL bin Muhammad AMIN. My number matric is 264221. Okay, now we go to the country and political risk. First of all, we go to the country risk. That is, as for your information, Germany has the lowest country risk compared to other in the world. This is because Germany is well known as one of the most established and growing financial centers. But the main weakness for the Germany, they have a high rate and inflexible labor law. And then, financial data about business is widely available and reliable in Germany. This is because the business climate in Germany is excellent. Their debt collection is very efficient. Their institutional quality also is excellent. But due to decreasing overseas demand for German schools, the economy situation has more challenging. From 2014 to 2020, Germany's state budget were in surplus. The coronavirus effect. Along with Germany's strong economic response, this can we see the result in a budget deficit of 4.8% of GDP in 2020. As a result, the government has defied constitutional borrowing restriction for the time being. Okay, now we go to the political risk. In Germany, there are 7 political parties. Germany is a democratic republic with a federal parliamentary and representative government. The government is led by a chancellor who serves as the government chief executive. A parliament made up the Bundestag and Bundesrat. Bundesrat has legislative power as a federal council. As a result, to establish an international banking business in Germany could be effect from election to election. This is because there is potential that rules and law will change frequently. These shifts are the result of wide range of political platform and agenda that may have an impact on operation in Germany. Next, the Germany is an important role in European Union and has maintained a close partnership with France. So from that, it's shown Germany is the one country that safe for our team and safe for doing business there with a stability political situation. Next, the Germany economy has been improving in recent years. The improvement can be credited in part of strategy that the Chancellor will put in place to help the economy grow. And the next is the Germany economy is now experiencing low investment level, despite a government intention to invest 15 billion euros between 2016 and 2018. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, next, I will present about competition level in the country. Before that, my name is SHAHFIKAH binti DERIS, number matric 2C4532. Okay, the German banking system is made up of almost 1,800 banks, which include 200 private banks, 400 public-owned banks, and 1,100 member-owned credit unions. Banks in Germany are divided into three separate tiers, with private bank, public-owned saving, and member-owned credit unions. There are 362 credit institutions are currently operating, and 83 credit institutions were currently closed. Banks in Germany are focused on cooperative, retail banking, and corporate banking. The market share of the top three banks in Germany are Deutsche Bank, DZ Bank, and KfW banks. The first one is Deutsche Bank, founded in 1817 and was ranked the first largest bank in Germany in terms of total asset, having 18.7% of domestic market share and one of the top banking and financial service company in the world, with an extension present in Europe, America, Asia Pacific region, and many emerging markets. Deutsche Bank is the largest bank in Germany, providing financial service to retail customer, companies, government, and institutional investors through three main divisions, with corporate and investment bank, private and commercial bank, and asset management. It also provides service in the area of sale, trading, research, the origination of debt and equity, M&A, and risk management. With over 87,500 employees, it maintains a network of about 1,920 branches worldwide. As of December 2020, it has total asset of 1.33 trillion and deposit of 493 billion. The company's market capitalization was 25 billion US as of 31st March 2021. Okay, the second one is DZ Bank, founded in 2001 and was ranked second largest bank in Germany in terms of total asset, having 7.29% of the domestic market share and serve 70.5 billion customers in 50 countries. DZ Bank also employs around 49,000 staff. DZ Bank has total asset of 559 billion and profit before tax of 2.7 billion. It acts as a central bank for approximately 900 cooperative banks. The company subsidiary DZHYP is one of the leading real estate banks, and R+V Veteran one of the Germany leading insurance companies. VR Smart Finance, DZ Private Banks, Swedish Hall is the largest building society in the country, Thames Bank and Union Investment Group. The last one is KfW Banks. KF Group is a government-owned development financial institution established in 1948 and was ranked third largest bank in Germany in terms of total asset, having 6.68% of the domestic market share. It is the most important promotional bank in Germany and one of the largest promotional banks in the world. It provides financing for investment projects by German and European companies and for economic and social initiation in developing countries as well as advisory service. The company employs around 6,700 people and is headquartered in Frankfurt with main office in Berlin, Bonn and Cologne. It also has about 80 local and representative offices abroad. The FW has no retail branches and provided 77 billion of promotional funds in 2019. In conclusion, Germany is a Central Europe largest nation and is a federation of 60 nations with approximately related to area with similar and distinct population. Germany is also one of the most culturally powerful European nations, as well as one of the world's major economic force. Thus, Germany is a strategic place to grow our business. The risk that are facing by the Germany is country risk and political risk. The higher tax rate and inflexible labor law is the main weakness of the Germany. Besides that, there are 7 different political parties in the Germany. As a result, to establish an international banking business in Germany could be affected from election to election. This is because there is a potential that rule and law will change frequently. The competition level in Germany is very high. With the financial sector consists of nearly 1,800 institutions, including 200 private leaders, 400 publicly owned financial institutions, and 1,100 member-owned financial unions. In Germany, banking is classified into 3 types, with private investor, publicly owned savings banks, and member-owned community banks. There have been 363 financial organizations in service, and 83 financial institutions has recently shut down. The market share of the top 3 banks in Germany are Deutsche Bank, DZ Bank, and KfW banks. Next, we also have found out that some factors that influence the structure type prior making this decision, which include the attitude of host country banking law, attitude of home country, which reflected in law, bank resources constraint, tax consideration, and the degree of commitment. Lastly, the product and service that we can offer for Germany is the mobile credit card application and the service for opening bank account via online. We believe that this product and service can help the bank industry in Germany to cater the market demands.
Hello, my name is NURLISA
Thank you.
and my metric number is 264,819. Now I'll continue this presentation with the organizational structure that suits with Germany. Our team has decided that branch is the most suitable organizational structure for Germany. Branch is a direct expansion for its parent bank. It is subject to banking regulation of both home and host country, where it is legally and functionally a part of its parent bank. Branch is not a separate legal entity from a parent bank, although it is often quite independent, where it can make most decisions locally. Branch also can perform all banking functions that are permitted by host country, for example, accepting deposit and extending loan. The disadvantage of establishing a branch is its setting up cost is very expensive, and it also can be sued under local law for illegal act and liabilities that made by their staff and branch. It is also difficult to recruit and train qualified staff. Next, we are going to discuss on the factor affecting the type of the chosen structure. The first factor is the attitude of the host country banking law, where it is reflected in its rules, regulation and policy. According to the Deutsche Bundesbank, pursuant to Section 53 of the Banking Act, for the branches and of enterprise that domicile abroad, to establish an international banking business in Germany, we must appoint at least 2 people in Germany and are authorized to manage and represent the company. Their name should be submitted to the commercial register for admission. Next, this section mentioned that in respect of the company it performed and the property of the company used in this business, we are expected to keep separate book and make separate account to the Federal Banking Supervisory Office and the Deutsche Bundesbank. Section 53 also stated that the manager must choose and select the auditor to audit the annual account. Furthermore, the sum of personal fund is determined using the most recent monthly return. This Section 53 Banking Act also mentioned that any division of the company that want to start doing business need to get a license. Lastly, the law said that the branch is considered a wholly owned subsidiary for the institution head office, which is based in another country. The next factor is the attitude of a home country, which is reflected in law, regulation and policy as well. To analyze this factor, we refer to the Money Service Business Act 2011 provided by Bank Negara Malaysia, which acts as the Malaysian Central Bank. In Part 4, Money Service Business Agents, Section 43 mentioned that a licensee must submit in writing to the bank for writing permission to a name money service business agent under Section 42, which means we need to apply for approval from the bank prior appointing a money service business agent. No individual shall carry on money service business agent on behalf of a licensee only if the person is a corporate that has been appointed by a licensee and had been legally permitted by the bank as a money service business agent. According to Section 45, the same Act, we also look at the tax consideration as the earning and losses of foreign bank office will affect the parent's tax liability directly, since branch office is an integral part of the parent. Corporate tax is 50%, which is 15.825%, including a 5.5 solidity surcharge. The effective rate, including a tax rate, is evaluated about 30% up until 33%, which is assessed independently by each municipality from 7% to 70.5%. Therefore, we need to ensure that the branch in Germany operate well and is on track. Since we are choosing to establish a branch, we need to have a greater control over the foreign operation, which is most of the decision can be made locally. Next is bank resources constraint. Some banks are limited in terms of their own internal sources, such as financial and human. We realize that setting up a branch will be very expensive. However, as one of the biggest multinational banks in the world, we believe that we have adequate financial resources to establish a branch in Germany. On that account, we are also confident that we have many experienced international banking officers with expertise in international banking system. Although it is difficult to recruit and train qualified staff, but having an expert banking officer will help to ease the difficulties. Lastly is the degree of commitment. Different foreign markets require different commitment from the bank. It has resulted that banks need to identify suitable structure. If banks agree to make greater commitment first, they open branches or subsidiary. In contrast, if banks just want to test market that are very young and risky, they will open representative first. As we are required to decide on the organizational structure that can generate high profitability and has minimal risk exposure, our analysis has driven us to the decision on setting up a branch. That's all for me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Johari and my metric number is 2624115. Next I will present about the part of the product and service that we can offer to cater the market demands in Germany. Nowadays, because of the digitization, the customer only need to proceed their transaction with online and no need to carry out at the bank branch. It's around 58% of the Germany bank customer. They are totally using the digital channel of the bank and they only went to the branch mostly once a year. And the bank customer that more than the 70%, they are using the process of the digital transaction. They prefer to use the convenience of mobile because it's multiple use. They also hope that they can access the bank service with any electronic device they have in any way and any times. And most of them also hope that the banking product and service can be totally digitization. Therefore, we suggest to provide a mobile credit card application to help the Germany bank industry to cater the market demands. Providing the mobile credit card application can help the bank to increase the profit. It's because the people in the Germany now prefer the digital channel of the bank and they do not prefer to use the physical credit card. The majority of people in the Germany, they are intentionally to replace the physical credit card with the mobile payment system. Thus, the mobile credit card application is an option solution to solve this problem. The people only need to buy their credit card with the third-party mobile credit card application software. Therefore, they can use this application software to make the payment. Furthermore, the bank also can gain profit from this application software. Furthermore, the Germany also a country that have a market of credit card that already developed with a high frequency of the card payment. With this situation, it can help the bank to decrease the risk that getting the bad debts or when implementing the mobile credit card application. Besides the mobile credit card application, we also suggest to provide the service like opening the bank account with online. Like just now I say, it's around 58% of the Germany bank customer. They are totally using the digital channel of the bank. This because it's very troublesome things when we need to go to the bank and line up there. In addition, the social distancing also very important during the COVID-19 pandemic because the virus is easily to spread through the personal physical contact. Thus, the people should use the online service to open the bank account instead of lining up there. With this online opening bank account service, the people can effectively avoid the physical contact with other people. They only need to download the bank application on their electronic device and going to the bank website and register at there. After that, the customer can immediately use the bank account after they successfully register the bank account. This can help the people to save their times and avoid the infection of COVID-19 because they do need no go to the bank and line up there. So that's all for me. Thank you.